Greetings, welcome to 2020. I'm Suzanne Buck, the wild zoologist, and of course this is my channel, Tilting with Windmills. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've been gone. Things happen. It was an interesting year in 2019. There's an upcoming video which will be entitled, What Happened to Me Last Summer. That's neither here nor there. It's in editing mode. It'll actually have real thumbnails and all that wonderful bells and whistles. That's not tonight's video. Though I will say this, 2020, I am dedicating to a member of my religious community who suddenly passed. Her name was Lady Amber Russell. She was the founder of our community and a very great spiritual lady. Her death has been a profound loss to not just my religious community, but the communities of many, because she was such a spiritual lady. She had a saying, if you were going to talk the talk, you needed to walk the walk. And she's right. So this year, I'm going to dedicate what I'm doing to her, and I'm going to attempt to not just talk the talk, but truly walk the walk. And that gets to why this video is here. Over the past few years, we have seen horrors when it comes to wildfires in California. The Amazon burned, and now we see something that dwarfs them both, and that is the fires in Australia. In sheer land burned, and I'm a little behind on how many hectares it is, but the best comparison I have and that I've seen was a map put over the United States, which, as you know, Australia is roughly the same size. More land has burned than both in the Amazon, California, and all of the West combined. That is larger than the states of Texas, California, and I believe North and South Dakota combined. Not 100% sure, but one of the links at the end of this will be to a video that will have absolute precise numbers. Still, even if it was only the state of Texas, that is a frightening amount of land burned. The other frightening statistic is, as of right now, the zoos and the professionals in Australia think over 1 billion animals have died. We're looking at least 4, if not more, complete extinctions. Animals that are associated so strongly that if you say the word Australia, they're animals that will immediately leap to mind, including the koala. The koala is in deep, deep trouble. Less than 1% of the land that they lived on is left, and almost none of it has eucalyptus, and that is the only thing they eat. That's a scary thing to see. I have a friend who works as a guide, and he's a herpetologist who trained at Australia Zoo, and he is currently on contract with them, out helping to save animals in these bushfires. And he told me of a horrible story that he was in the middle of moving some reptiles, and he looked up and he saw an entire flock, and maybe not just one flock, but probably many. I don't know the wild cockatiel populations and how they flock out there. I really don't. It's not my specialty. As most of you know, I'm a big cat specialist. He said he saw the entire flock, 5,000-10,000 strong, drop out of the air dead out of asphyxiation. That is a picture I don't think any of us want. And I'm sure that is going to haunt his nightmares for the rest of his life. So, there you go. That is the talk. Oh my God, Australia is burning. Why? I've got an entire video coming up on the whys, and it's complicated. You know, you can point to climate change, you can point to arsons, you can point to any number of a dozen. This is not a video about a why. This is a video about so many of us here in the States are feeling absolutely and positively helpless. What can we do? Well, several of my friends on the outdoors channels and on the zoology channels are busy calling each other out to try to put together a wave of let's do good on social media. So, thanks to Rick Schwartz at San Diego Zoo, there is his video out there with connection to a very good plan. San Diego Zoo reached out to their partners in Australia and talked with them and did some negotiating. What can they do to help? Well, there are plenty of people out there rescuing animals right now. They don't need boots on the ground doing that. And especially they don't need amateur boots on the ground. Because let me tell you, between the fires and the fact that almost every animal in Australia wants to kill you and is poisonous, I don't think that's a good place for amateurs to try to learn on the fly how to do animal rescue. So, they're doing the next best thing. Where are these animals going to go that survive the fires? How are they going to live with nothing? They're gone. All the plants, all the water, it's gone. So San Diego Zoo is partnering with several institutions in Australia to raise money to do food and water drops for these displaced animals. And personally, of all the different places I've seen to donate money, I think this is by far the best. If you want to do something that's going to directly impact and save these animals, I think this is a good choice. At the end of this video, there will be several links. The links to that will be there. There will also be links to several other videos that give excellent commentary and the science behind exactly what's going on, and said far better than I can, because again, not my area of specialties. The other project, which seems to be a very good idea, is there is an animal rescue in the Carolinas who is collecting knitted items to be sent over for these animals. Now, these knitted items, please, they need to be made of cotton, as wool and synthetics will do very bad things to animals suffering from burns. What is needed there? They need pouches, 3x3, 4x4, and 5x5 for different marsupials. They need blankets for nests, watch casts, scarves, and the like. These are the kinds of things that these baby animals, that some of them that they've managed to save, are desperately in need of, and the adult animals too. Please, if you're a knitter or a crocheter and have some time, again, look in the resources for this video. All the pertinent information and websites will be there. This is a great opportunity for those crafters out there to do something, and to do something real. So, now that we're at the end of my video, while I'm doing these series of videos on what's going on and what we can do, every video I'm going to call out several people and say, it's your turn. Let's spread this wave of goodness on social media. Let's use our channels for the better. First person I'm calling out is Amy White of Amy White and Al Petaway. They own Fairwood Studios and are a fairly well-known folk duo. Amy White has a channel where she posts cute trail cam videos. Amy, your turn. I'm also calling out Christine Lavin. Christine Lavin is an internationally well-known folk singer, family friend, and founding member of the Four Bitchin' Babes. Christine, I'm calling you out too. Now, on the Outdoorsman channel side, Ryan is fishing, has done a call out to all of us to do a fishing channel and donate to charities per pound fish. Ryan, I loved your idea. I'm running with it, but I'm going to go for MS. And yes, I know I need to get over this cold before I go out, I promise. But I'm calling out Bass and Bucks. You just had some really fortunate news. Guess what? Your turn. Bass Bro, you are an awesome young man. You're going places. Guess what? I'm calling you out too. Let's go play. Let's do something good. Because, as Lady Amber would have said, if you're going to talk the talk, let's walk the walk. And now, yep, the wild zoologist is back. And you're going to be seeing a lot more of me. Happy 2019. And please, be the change.